I guess my next question for you would be, thinking of vision and mission statements, which often to the consumer or even to the corporate culture don't necessarily mean a lot. How do you go about boiling your business down or boiling your brand down to that one simple thing and having it work, having it mean something?
Well, I have two reactions to that. One is the reason why vision statements and mission statements don't work is because they're overwrought. They're overcrafted.
How do you mean?
Well, if I say to you our mission and I proceed to read 3 paragraphs to you,
Oh boy.
which is what most mission, the word count on most mission statements is probably 250 words. How in God's name do we expect anybody to remember that? Particularly the line employee who's really not vested in even trying to remember that. Like, how can that possibly be a positive guiding light to anybody if it's so labored and dense? So I think the concept of the one simple thing and something we call the rule of 3 applies to every aspect of business. So if you're writing a vision statement, probably should be no more than 7 words. If you're writing a mission statement, probably should be no more than 15 words. Jobs, if you read the Jobs biography, one of the great anecdotes in that book is when he walked into his management meeting after having been away for some time, and they had a list of 10 priorities on the strategic map, and he just X'd out the bottom 7. And he said, we can't be great at these 10 things. We can only maybe be great at 3. So regardless of what your business is or your task is, I think focusing, simplifying. So anyway, it begins with the courage to go down the path. And then I think the specific path is, as you might imagine, simple, which is examining the capability of the entity, company, brand, person, doesn't matter, in really honest ways. Like, what are we really great at? And what are we not great at? Looking at that. Secondly, looking at the customer. And who exactly is this customer? And you'd be blown away at how many companies, big and small, have no clarity of who their target customer is. Like the work that you've done around millennials, you probably know more about that than the vast majority of consumer goods companies targeting millennials.
Here's hoping.
Seriously. I have been in meetings with Fortune 100, little guys, big guys, you name it, and when you sort of start pushing on, do you know who the customer is, psychographically, demographically, sociographically?
Where's their head?
Where's their head? Where's their heart? What do they love? What do they hate?
What do they care about?
The answers to those questions, not there. So know your capability in truth, and that means even recognizing what you suck at. Know your customer intimately. Third piece is understand your competition intimately. And all of this is about truth telling. Like, what is the truth of me? What is the truth of the market? What is the truth of our competition? What are they really good at? What are they really bad at? And then the fourth dimension is culture, which is how are we? Because one of my beliefs is that in life, so much of the decision to buy, the decision to accept a job offer, is based on how you feel. And the gestalt of the place, the gestalt of the environment, the gestalt of the person you're interviewing with, the feeling of it, can be as great a contributor to your decision as are all the facts. So those 4 dimensions, we think of it as a triangle: customer, capability, competition, and then culture sort of in there.
Sort of all of it.
Yeah, all of it, like in the ether. The triangulation is we want to be true to capability, we want to be relevant and motivating to customer, and we want to be distinct from the competition. And that triangulation gets you theoretically to the one simple thing. Now here's the truth about that, which is more often than not, you'll find multiple one simple things.